Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shyler. In today's video we are going to be learning how to make this very easy and simple twist headband stroke head wrap. So this project was inspired by the season. I had a humble request from one of my subscribers to make projects that are targeting specific stitches. So I thought this project would be really helpful, especially for beginners, to master the single crochet stitch. So this is going to be a beginner-friendly tutorial. I'm going to take you through step by step of how to make this particular head wrap. And yeah, if you already know the single crochet stitch, this should be a walkover for you. This would also be a perfect gift for the festive season. And after the festive season, you can actually wear this as just a plain head wrap that's stylish. But during the winter season, which is coming up soon in most countries, this can be a very good garment for ear warming. I chose the color blue because it's one of my favorite colors, but that aside, this would really look nice during the winter season when you have snow and you have the blues. So this is how the front looks like. I was just hopeful that I would get so many orders, so I made a second one. This is how the back looks like. This is the part that rests at the back of your head, and then the twist is at the front of your head, and then your head goes in between here. The materials that you'll need for this project are yarn, and for the yarn I'm going to be using milk cotton yarn. It's 80% cotton and 20% acrylic. This yarn is 50 grams. The hook that I'm going to be using is a 5mm crochet hook. I'll also be using pins. These are optional, but I'll be letting you know in the video what to use them for. Then a darning needle or a yarn needle to weave in your ends. And also you'll need a pair of scissors. So let's begin. You're going to start off with a slip knot. So cross it over like this, and then put your hook through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and then now you'll pull this tail. So this is our slip knot, as you can see. And you're going to make a chain that can comfortably go around your head. Now this chain is going to vary depending on so many things. Some people have bulky hair, some people have small heads, some people have a wider circumference, but just make a chain that can stretch fully to go around your head comfortably. So for me, I did a total of 70 chains. So let me show you this again. So this is my slip knot. You're going to start chaining your 70 or whatever number that you come up with. You're going to keep chaining as you wrap it around your head. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So we are creating the foundation chain for our project. So far I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to go ahead to make a total of 70 chains. So I have made my 70 chains, and that measures about 18 to 19 inches. When it's not stretched, but when it's stretched, I'm going to show you. When I stretch it, it's going to go past 19 to the 23 that I was talking about. It can even stretch beyond that. We want that because this yarn is stretchy and we don't want a very tight fitting around our head. So just make a chain that can go around your head when comfortably stretched. So for me that was 70. And now you're going to go into the second chain from the hook. This is not counted as a stitch, as a chain, sorry. So we skip over this one and go into the second with a single crochet. And for a single crochet, you insert your hook, pull up a loop. You will have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all the 2. So go into the next chain and do the same exact thing. So I'm trying to go slow so that you can notice the movements of the hook. So that's a single crochet. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all. And we're going to repeat this all the way across. So this is what a single crochet looks like. I'm going to repeat that all the way across my chain until I come to the very last chain at the end of my row. So this is row 1. So as you can see, we're almost coming to the end of our row. We just have a few stitches left, and I'm continuing to place only 1 single crochet into each and every chain. We have only 1 chain left. We shall make our single crochet into it. So in total, I'll have a total of 69 single crochets altogether, because the 70th chain was a turning chain. So after my 69 single crochets, or whatever number of stitches that you have, basing on your tension, basing on your yarn and the circumference of your head, you're going to go to row 2. And for row 2, you're going to chain 1, turn your work. Now we are going to be working back across the same exact distance. So after you chain 1 and turning, the chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. So you will go into the very first single crochet and insert your hook. Make sure these 2 loops on top of the single crochet are above the hook. And then you're going to pull up a loop and yarn over, pull through all. That's our very first single crochet. And then single crochet into the next, single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and you're going to repeat this all the way across until we come to the end at this point. So by the end of this project, you should notice that if you're a beginner, your single crochet stitch will have improved greatly, because you will have practiced it for some good number of stitches. You'll be doing the same exact thing all over again. So by the end of this project, you should be a pro at single crochets. So we're coming to the end of row 2, and we're placing just 1 single crochet into each and every stitch. And don't forget to always place 1 single crochet into the very last stitch. If you're not very sure, if you think you've made a mistake somewhere, just go ahead and count the number of stitches. The number should be the same exact number of stitches as row 1. So since I had 69 stitches for row 1, I should be having 69 stitches for row 2. That's for the people who want to cross check. So we are going to row 3, and we're going to chain 1 and turn and single crochet into the very first stitch. So row 3 is going to be the repeat of row 2. just go into each and every stitch with one single crochet all the way across, and we're going to keep repeating row 2 until our head wrap has the thickness that we want. I'll be letting you know how many rows that I did when I come back, and then we take it on from there. So I continued working my single crochets until I had a total of 21 rows, and that measured about 5 inches thickness. So that's the thickness that I want for my headband. If you want something bigger, then you're going to go ahead and make some more rows. You can make 5 to 6, but after 6 that would be so huge. So I decided to go with 5, and after my last single crochet here, I chained 1. You can see it here, that extra 1 chain, and then you're going to cut your yarn, leaving a long strand. So this is the long strand we've left, and you're going to pull through and you fasten off. So we have this tail here. So you're going to choose the wrong side of your work, whichever side looks better. I believe both sides are going to look the same, so you're going to just choose which side you want to be the wrong side. So you're going to fold your work to the wrong side. So let me say this is my wrong side. The right side should be inside here. So this is the wrong side of my work, and this is the tail. The other tail that we have is this one at the beginning of our project. So what I'm going to do is to start making the twist. So I'm going to get the exact middle of this side like that and fold it over like that. Make sure it's even, and then you also get the exact middle of this side the same exact way, like that. So this tail is still there attached to this end, and then this tail was at the beginning of our project. So this is what I have. And now we are going to insert one layer into, you're just going to look at this, and you're going to insert one layer of this side into the middle section like that, and hold, and then bring this one to this side and hold. If you feel like you're not holding well enough, then you may want to bring in your pins, the ones I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and you're going to just pin it down like that, so that it doesn't keep moving around, and when you're joining with your darning needle, everything is easy. So I think this is enough. 3 pins are enough. And now you're going to get your darning needle or yarn needle. This is mine, and you're going to thread it like this. You're going to start joining all the pieces together. Make sure you don't skip any layer. So if you're to go through this layer, this first layer, go through the second layer, go through the third. The third layer is this one with a string, and then the last layer. Remember, we have 4 layers there, and then you start sewing these pieces together. Make sure the pins don't pierce you. You have to be extremely careful. So I'll just go back and forth, moving across all layers. The reason why I'm doing this is so that I don't have strings cutting across, because the layer is quite big. The yarn that I chose to use is a bit big, so I'll just be going in and out. So when you finish this side, you just remove this pin. It's no longer necessary. So we're coming to the end, and you can see I'm placing a stitch here. I'm removing my last pin, and then I'll go one last time. And the other thing I'm going to do is to go back and forth on the opposite direction so that I secure my yarn very well. You're just going to go in and out several times. And when you feel like your yarn is very secure, you're going to just snip off the yarn like that. And then you're going to also get this tail and weave it in. This is the tail that we got at the beginning of our project. So you're just going to go in and out of several stitches so that you just get rid of it. So that's enough. And at this point we are done. This is how the wrong side of our work looks like. But when you turn it to the right side, this is the twist that we were dying to have. So this is how the headband looks like. Don't worry about the size. I know it's looking very small, but this yarn is stretchy and you don't want something very bulky around your head. So this is what the headband came out to be, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.